Now, I want to combine two of my favorite questions. See, you are relatively a young African, okay? Compared to me, I'm an old man. So, see, you are doing something I consider fantastic to help communities in Africa. So, you are the the right person to advise other Africans about what they can do in their own little spaces to add value to their communities. That's one. Two, I want you to share your vision for Africa for the next 30 years. What do you see?
Okay. That's a I've got movies in my mind, so this is going to be. I'll try and condense it. I think to start with the first question, I think people should. This thing I'm about to prescribe, if they do it, I think they will naturally become more involved in a way that's productive and good.
Okay.
I think they should get excited about the positive things that are happening on the continent, the
Mm,
innovation that is happening on the continent. Like, for a second, put aside the political issues or the past corruption or whatever it might be, and just like take a look in, fintech or agri tech and see like some of the cool things that people are creating on the African continent, and pan forward and you can see how those innovations are going to transform not only Africa but are going to transform Europe, the Americas, Asia. Some of these cool ideas. Like, there's so much great stuff that's happening that you see it and you're just inspired. You're like, whoa, this is an innovative continent. This is a continent full of entrepreneurs, scientists, trailblazers. So I think try and seek out that, and it's not that hard to find. There's a lot of like tech is a good place to start because it's quite popular and it's easy to
yeah.
find like Disrupt Africa or some of these like tech blogs. So that's the thing I'd recommend. That's
Okay.
that's that's where I started. In terms of vision, I believe it's inevitable that from the small communities to the large continent to the diaspora, Africa is gonna become something very interesting and inspirational.
I agree.
And I'm not sure what form that will take,
Mm,
but I see the younger Africans in the diaspora and on the continent right now, and the thinking is changing. The internet as a playground is germinating so many different ideas and ideals, and I think there's only so long that people will remain within a constraint before it starts bursting at the seams. There's so many ideas right now. People talking about sovereign nations, digital nations. These are
mm,
nations where people network online, create a community, eventually an economy, and then crowdsource real estate.
yeah. Mm,
There's people talking about building seasteading, where you build on the sea and build new nations, or smaller
yeah.
nations. And I think the fact that, like, if you think about where we were, these ideas are not ridiculous anymore. It's like people are
They're
talking
not.
about,
They're not.
and so it's like, and then now, combine that with things like AI, etc.
Yeah.
If we're thinking about this now, what ideas are we going to have?
In
One, what
50
ideas are we going
years,
to have in
100
50
years.
years?
Yeah. Hmm.
And then two, what of these ideas would have been implemented in 50 years?
Mm,
And once you start talking about people are ready to build new nations on the sea, then just imagine all the different things we could do
mm,
that still exist within some of those countries. Simple things, just like more business owners, a better kind of understanding of business on the African
yeah.
continent, um, trade between African countries improving. Like, there's just so many. It would be a disservice to try and paint one vision
Mm.
because there's just so many different realities. But I think a lot or most of them are positive ones.
Wow.
So I think create your own for now. And
Wow.
find the smallest component of that and start working on it.
Jermaine, it's been a fantastic session. I mean, maybe I hope I didn't bore you with my.
No, this was great. This was great. This felt like a very
Good,
just
good,
natural,
good.
like,
I'm so happy. See what you guys are doing. It's something that other people need to copy from. Yeah. See, the world is about copying. Okay, it's about copying. See, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. Okay, copy,
yeah,
modify,
ideas, propagate
implement.
the right ideas.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you very much for being a fantastic guest of the Think Big for Africa podcast.
Thank you for hosting me. I've had a lot of fun. We should definitely speak again.
Good, good, good. Thank you very much.